Good morning, everyone. My salutation to Director Saab, Sikkim Judicial Academy, and all the legal fraternities present here. It's a privilege. In fact, I got the opportunity to be in this campus for the first time. So it's a big privilege to be together with technologists, meeting legal fraternities and discussing something serious. So let me take my chair. We have been hearing about artificial intelligence. I think we started hearing about this around 10 years back, and then we have been continuously hearing some progress on that line. In fact, the word was coined long time before, maybe around 1951. Since then, the engineers are constantly working on this line. So, what we have is the human intelligence. I think human being is the highest form of, is supposed to be the highest form of intelligence to exhibit. And then, through the technology, through the data that is present, people started trying to induce intelligence in objects. So the artificial intelligence was coined to indicate intelligence that is possessed and exhibited by non-living things. So intelligence we have is the real intelligence, and intelligence exhibited by objects is the artificial intelligence. Now, the object is again restricted to some technology system, some electronic system, which is trained to contain some intelligence. So when we define artificial intelligence, we can say that the intelligence exhibited by non-living things is artificial intelligence. So in this presentation, I'll be defining the basic terms on artificial intelligence, and then we'll be seeing the highest level of artificial intelligence, that is really, we have the internet over here. We can see some of the things, how the latest so-called the chat GPT of the highest form of artificial intelligence can exhibit for us, can do for us. And then I'll show some of the e-governance projects of NIC where we are trying to embed artificial intelligence and get some of the work done. And then in later part of my slot, Ms. Savita Chaudhary, Director IT from my organization, she was the team leader for the AI hackathon that was conducted last year by NIC. So from Sikkim team, she was leading. There was a team of 5-6 people among us, and she was leading that team. So they are able to do some coding on that line, and were able to achieve something that was on the services provided by various government departments. They are able to develop some AI tools. So she will be demonstrating that how it was done. So when we talk about artificial intelligence, I think the friends on the remote side, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you. So, when we talk about artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning are the two terms often used. So here in this circle, you can see the artificial intelligence is there in the outermost circle, and then machine learning and then deep learning. So both machine learning and deep learning are the subsets of artificial intelligence. We get a number of questions on this. Is machine learning and artificial intelligence same? Is deep learning and machine learning same? What is the difference? How it works? Where is the difference? So this circle gives a clear picture the outermost circle is the artificial intelligence, inside is the machine learning, and then it is the deep learning. So both machine learning and deep learning are part of artificial intelligence. Now the difference is, in machine learning, the model learns from the data of the past, text data. But in deep learning, it is a more defined form of machine learning. Deep learning is a more defined form of machine learning, where the model learns from the pictures, figures, text, everything. So here you can see machine learning is a type of AI that enables machine to learn from data and deliver predictive models. Machine learning is not dependent on any explicit programming, but the data fed into it. It is, of course, it is a complicated process. Based on the data we feed to the machine learning algorithm and the training given to it, an output is delivered. This AI, before the AI came into practice, there was something called geospatial technology, the satellite data processing, And there we used to do, when we are processing satellite images, there is something called, supervised and unsupervised, method of classification. So the unsupervised system of classification used to use artificial intelligence even in those days. Through this process, we used to call it training site. There used to be a small area where, classification is done, and then there is something called ground truthing. We go to the ground and study what that pattern exactly represents on the field, and we used to feed so that the training site is ready. Once that training site is fed to a big satellite image, a predictive model, a classification comes out. So it was also some kind of artificial intelligence, though word was not used there, but artificial intelligence was very much there in image processing. And then deep learning is again subfield of machine learning that is concerned algorithm inspired by the brain's structure. It uses something called artificial neural network, which is very famous, ANN. So today, the artificial intelligence revolves around neural network, deep learning, robotics, machine learning, natural language processing, chatbots, knowledge, cognitive system, and neural networks. So these all technologies are all around the artificial intelligence. And when it comes to machine learning, the predictive analysis, deep learning, they are the part. When it comes to speech, text to speech and speech to text, and when it comes to vision, image recognition, machine vision. And in language processing, classification, translation, and data abstraction. And then similarly the expert systems, planning, optimization, and robotics. These are the areas where artificial intelligence is applied. Now, based on capabilities and functionalities, people, the engineers, the technologists working on artificial intelligence have classified artificial intelligence on these two categories based on capabilities: the narrow AI, general AI, and the super AI. Narrow AI was very much there when the automation started. The automatic gear, that is also kind of narrow AI. And then general AI comes in between, where there was more sophisticated kind of automation, where data from the past is used to mechanize something. And then super AI. Now we are at the age of super AI, where ChatGPT is influencing us and where it is helping us, and it is there in front of us. And based on functionalities, the artificial intelligence are called reactive machines, limited theory, theory of mind, and self-awareness. So again, on this we are on the self-awareness side. And based on the functionalities, the reactive machines have the least functionalities, whereas the self-awareness has the highest functionalities. Now, what is ChatGPT? What is GPT, first of all? all of us know ChatGPT. So to define ChatGPT, this text, to understand this text is very important. First of all, generative artificial intelligence, the highest form of artificial intelligence today that can generate data based on the previous data. That is generative AI. It can generate text, images or other media using various generative models. It learns the pattern and structure of input data and the training data, and it generates the new data. That is the generative AI. Then comes the generative pre-trained transformers, GPT. Many of us were talking about ChatGPT, do not know the full form of GPT. It is the generative pre-trained transformers, GPT, a type of large language model and a prominent framework for generative artificial intelligence. Now, this is a more prominent form of generative AI. The first GPT was introduced in 2018 by OpenAI. GPT models are artificial neural networks that are based on the transformer architecture, pre-trained on large data sets of unlabeled text and able to generate normal human-like content. As of 2023, most LLMs have these characteristics and are sometimes referred to broadly as GPTs. So then ChatGPT is a natural language processing AI modeled by OpenAI. So ChatGPT is a kind of commercial model given to the public from the generative AI using the generative pre-trained transformer, that is the ChatGPT, which all of us are aware of. So with this terminology introduced, now I want to take you to the activities that NIC is doing on the artificial intelligence. We have Center of Excellence in Artificial Intelligence at Delhi, and they are generating tools to be embedded in the existing e-governance projects of NIC. So again, we are working on machine learning, deep learning, neural network, natural language processing, cognitive computing, and computer vision. Here you can see Swachh AI mobile app. The project contains, this one is a pointer, is it? Okay. The project contains, this part is a normal part of the project. Here what happens is citizens apply online for the any kind of benefits under Swachhata. People apply, verification is approved, first installment is released. And second time people apply, people upload pictures are verified, and final installments are released. That is the normal e-governance project. Now this AI component is inserted here to do a final verification of the picture that is uploaded. So it releases the picture, it analyzes the picture, it will relate to the remaining data and gives a verification whether the picture that is uploaded is genuine or not. Here, using the computer vision applications, what we are doing is RTO, Learner's License Test. Learner License Test also, the image vision, speech, whatever tools are available at NIC, they are all being used to validate the learner license process and to issue the learner license online without the applicant visiting to the office. For online exams also, again, image checking, verifying for JEE and NEET, also AI is being used. And paperless filling of applications, there also AI component is being used. And this contactless attendance of skill development trainings, there also we are using it. Similarly, life certificate pension, the Meghalaya government now they have started. The pensioners will apply online, they will upload their image. Now that image will be verified to the existing data of the pensioner, and then once it is validated, digital life certificate issued. With that digital life certificate goes to the pensioner's database and his pension is transferred to his bank account without the applicant visiting the site. Here you can see what happens, validation of various government schemes. So people upload pictures. This picture is uploaded by the applicant. Now AI is checking whether the 5 numbers of children which are mentioned in the database by the applicant are actually there in the picture or not. So AI is counting the pixels and then giving number of persons are 5. Similarly, is a trend forecasting for demand for drugs, GST tax for fraud detection, both demand for drugs based on the based on the available data, how much of drugs is required in a particular area, that is predicted. Similarly for GST tax fraud also now NIC is trying to apply AI and then give the predictive models. Now this Bani is another AI tool developed by NIC and it is used for telemedicine consultancy services. So a patient will have to go to the site for telemedicine, will apply, will give the symptoms that are in the form of text, and the AI tool will come out, a video will come out, video model will come out that will tell the doctors that based on the symptoms these can be the possible disease in the patient, and then these are the possible treatment lines. So the AI helps, and then the doctor gives the prescription, which is then shared over SMS and email. So this is how the AI is helping the medical line. Now the Lady Harding College OPD, medical college in Delhi, now they are using this tool of ours for their purpose. And even telephone goes to the through the software only, through the tools only. The telephone call is going to the patient to give them advices. Now this is for the judiciary. So cognitive search. This is a tool developed by NIC on unstructured documents. So once you have a case, you feed that case in this tool, that this case is so and so, so and so, so and so. Now it is searching all the similar cases of the past on this line. And it is giving like when it was filed, who was the beneficiary, and what was the final judgment, everything. So it will be useful for the lawyers as well as for the judges. It will be useful for the lawyers to study their case and to present the right argument, and it will be useful for the judges to give the correct judgment based on the past records. Without this, you will be referring all the books and the journals, whatever is available. And here in one shot, the AI is searching all the similar cases and presenting to you in the digital screen. So NIC also has AI as a service. This is for virtual assistance for support that multilingual chatbots that is being now embedded in many of the softwares that NIC is running throughout the country. Bilingual voice service is also there, Bani. And then Panini is again a language translation tool. Recently we have also tested Nepali language over here. Now I think the High Court is trying to implement that. So you give the text in English format, you give out in the design language. So far 22 Indic languages have been tested and is working fine. So that is the AI Panini. And in AI Matra we have transliteration. Suppose those who cannot read that particular language, it will translate it. So both Panini and Matra are working fine. Continuing AI as a service, we have face detection, face verification, anti-spoofing, image quality analysis, and gesture recognition on the certificate. This is also being used now for the enhancement of biometric attendance system for the employees. This certificate is being used by many ministries now and many organizations. Similarly, again, Shruti is automatic speech recognition services. So you give a speech and it will be translated to the text in the desired language. So Shruti is also working, and Sarans is again a very important tool where you get abstract sarans of the document. You create a long document and then it will give the sarans, that is the abstracting as well as extracting. Both type of abstracts you will get from the document. So these tools are already used by NIC. And in Meghraj Cloud, I think Meghraj Cloud is one of the biggest cloud service that NIC is offering today. All the ministries and government departments, they are hosting their data in Meghraj Cloud. Now, we are embedding all the AI tools available, developed by us in Meghraj Cloud to enhance the level of services, to enhance the customer experience, to enhance the user experience, so that instead of just giving a prompt, SMS and email, the AI tool is able to react and respond to the users and give them the right kind of services. I had one more. I missed. So anyway, I missed one slide. During my how I saw it. The PPT is not coming.
I don't remember the tool, but the NIC tool. So this will be on the later part of your presentation.
Yeah.
But what is helpful for us is to convert from speech to text,
Yes,
which
yes.
is the later the other topic.
Yes.
But there is one particular software or a tool in NIC as well. I mean the NIC tool,
Yes.
where it says that it is e-typist or STEM or something like that. I've seen that. I tried to enter it, but they are asking for registration, but I cannot register. So how do we register and use that particular tool? If we can use it, I think that would be...
Yeah. We'll try. Actually now they are all under firewall protection. So we have to open for you.
Right. I think that is under that, there's various other tools also for converting the language from English to Nepali, and in that language tool itself, there is a particular icon for
Speech.
Yes.
That Panini, that we have to start. There we will try that one. We are talking. You are trying speech to text. This model I developed yesterday from the ChatGPT image creator. So you can see here, if I give you only this picture, you can barely make out that it is a AI generated. So now the film industries and the advertising agencies and a lot of filmmakers are now using the image creator and video creator for creating these kind of medias, and that is killing the job of again makeup artists, the models, so these are the challenges of ChatGPT. What I was missing, this architecture alert system for disaster management I developed during my PhD program, and the mapping technology and the satellite images and the automatic weather stations are there in place. Now after coming of AI tools, I have embedded few AI tools to bring up with a predictive model. Here what happens is there are zones in the map. That zones are zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4 and so on. Maybe the green portion is the most stable zone and yellow is a little bit on the higher side in terms of disaster vulnerability. And then the red zone is the most vulnerable area. For all these different zones, the rainfall threshold are calculated. Again, based on AI, on the past data. What we do, we inventorize all landslide activities, flash plots and all that. And then for every temporal data, we store the rainfall data also. So if I have that data for 10 years, the AI will work to compute for that particular area what is the threshold rainfall data above which the land will not sustain and will slide down. That is the threshold rainfall data, rainfall value. So for all different kind of zones, that value will be different. That is stored in the data. Now these automatic weather stations are connected live. So the data is coming to the geodata server and the application server, and then based on the computation, it will keep comparing whether in that particular area, whatever is the threshold value of rainfall, the live data is reaching to that value or not. Somewhere it's about to reach or it has reached, it will give a circle like this. So it indicates that now there is danger in that particular area. So it can also send messages to the panchayats, videos and all that, informing that yeah, there is a danger, you go to that place, remove population, do whatever you can do, some kind of warning, alert system. See, rainfall data is coming and then it reaches the threshold value, so the circle starts blinking. It can also give sound. It can also give a telephone call to magistrates, videos. So this is the model, but it needs a real-time data, 10 years data to predict correctly. So together if we walk 10 years down the line, maybe we can have this system in place and then we get a correct prediction and then save our properties and lives in disaster. So I think I have already discussed this. Then we have a project called Integrated Road Accident Database, where police department, health department, transport department, highways department, they are working together, to manage road accidents. So we are capturing the database. This process we have started now. It is implemented in Sikkim. We have started now. Now, in the long run, that will help us in road accident prediction, alert system for police personnel, alert system for drivers, and so on and so on. So, for this project, we are implementing here in discussion, in coordination with police department, health department, transport and highways department. And the data so collected is again analyzed by IIT Madras. They are using the AI tool to come up with various predictive models. This is what is happening in the state. Here it is for permission for cutting down the trees, the marking orders. So now with chatbots, we are trying to guide applicants with respect to many information that they need. Which range I should go to, which area I should go to, where I can get the permission, what are the rooms available, whether it is open for application or not. So the chatbot is going to answer all their queries using the AI tool. Then foresters can also take decision based on the various information using the AI tool. This is the area we are working on. Here, interoperable criminal justice system where police, courts, prison, prosecution, forensic, other central agencies, transport, they are all linked together. So using this data, again, we get many kind of predictive models, unified search interface, alerts and triggers, crime analysis, accused histories, and analyze all criminal networks. So this is how we are trying to embed AI in our areas. And smart cities also now, many predictive models are coming up. Okay. This is another interesting project. E-Vidan applications where, in our assemblies, our legislators are using this tool. In our assemblies, our legislators are using these tools to pass various assembly proposals. So everything is getting captured. So 5 years down the line, we have enough data, and then the AI tools will start working to predict any kind of prediction models. Or they can use, the AI tool will bring up this data of the past for them, for the legislature. Whenever they want to answer something from the past, this proposal was discussed 5 years back, and this was the discussion taking place, the AI tool will present the data to them. So this is what is going on. Next. Similarly, we are working on the cabinet proposals also. Now all the cabinet proposals will be online, and the data will be stored, and AI will be embedded. So I think this is all I have. And now my colleague Savita Chaudhary will take over, and she will give a demo of the AI hackathon process. So thank you from my side. Thank you all the legal fraternities who have joined from different districts. See you soon again. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My warm welcome to Director Sir and all the judicial fraternity present in this hall, as well as through the web. Myself, Savita Chaudhary, I have been working in NIC since 2001. I was earlier posted in the East District. I served there for 20 years. Now I am posted in my head office for past 2 years, and I am heading the software division in my office. Today I want to present AI hackathon, which was held last year. The hackathon was conducted by our Delhi headquarters. It was for all over India, for all the states to participate. Through the process, we learned a lot about AI. So I will share that hackathon with all the audience over here. This was an NIC AI hackathon, started in 2022. This was basically for automated document Q&A extraction model. Next. First, what is the difference between a traditional programming and what we do in the machine learning? So what happens in a traditional programming is the programmer has all the knowledge of the code he is going to write to give the output which is designed. So he has a task in hand, he is the knowledge expert, he codes the whatever output you want to get. So he delivers the software. Whereas when AI is concerned, when AI neural networks are concerned, what is required is a lot of data is required, and the algorithm learns by itself from it, and the machine learning function is generated. Whatever task you want to perform, you need to provide lot of data to the system, to the optimizer, and then it learns from itself. Okay, that is how the machine learning programming is different from the traditional way of programming. Next, please. And when you are doing programming in artificial neural networks, there are few basic things which are required. Large quantities of data. Second, the frameworks required, two of the frameworks we used was Keras. It is a Python interface library, and TensorFlow. Keras helps for the TensorFlow libraries to do the programming in AI/ML, artificial neural networks. And then you need lot of space. GPU accelerators are required. Normal servers won't suffice. So because large amount of data is there, so you need the GPU accelerators. And for this particular hackathon, we used NVIDIA. They are the leading companies in AI. Next. And the challenge with any sort of AI development is the demand which grows exponentially, because the data keeps on growing each day. If you want your AI to perform well, you need to have a lot of data, and which increases it exponentially, the space required increases. For this particular hackathon, the automated document Q&A extraction model, it was based on the government data set. Basically, what was envisaged with this project was all the different government documents like policies, acts, guidelines, notifications, frequently asked questions are increasingly accessed by the citizens and in their day-to-day life. And for ease of doing business with the government and the other entities, it was thought to implement this project using AI, so that they have a single platform where the citizens can put their questions related to all the central government ministries or state government departments, and they can get their queries answered at one platform. Because at present what's happening is each department has their own websites where people can fetch the notifications, what are their acts and rules, and what are the frequently asked questions. But when you devise this model at one platform individual can access all the sites at one particular point, and their questions can be answered. So I'll start with the introduction for this hackathon. It was conducted by the National Informatics Center in Delhi. And the data was fetched from all the portfolios and departments of central and state governments. The example, external affairs. Even we had included the law data also from the law ministry. And eventually the best model were identified for the accuracy of the models trained. And the purpose was, this hackathon was to use of AI in government sector. This hackathon was divided in 3 phases, and it started in around end of March last year, 2022. First phase was data preparation, because humongous data was required for this model to function properly. And in this stage only, we had to select the model which AI model will be using it. Then second phase was fine tuning of the model, and pre-trained model was further trained on the data set which we had prepared in our NIC Sikkim center. And then finally it was deployed on the Triton server in the NVIDIA GPU. Phase 1 started with the data preparation. This was a huge task for all of us. So what basically is Q&A system? As the word defines itself, suppose it's a system that gives appropriate answer to a question that was asked to it. For example, if we ask the question like, when was Mahatma Gandhi born? In this case, the system should give the right answer like 2nd October 1869. If the system says 2nd October only, then also it's partially incorrect. And if it doesn't provide any date, only year, then also your model is not accurate. So these kind of Q&A question and answers were prepared. Like for the government sample, something like this: what is the date of National Sports Day? What is the full form of HKKP? Then your system should deliver like Har Khet Ko Pani, and then in the bracket it should give. Or it can give the complete answer. The full form of HKKP is like this. The way you train model, it will give the answer. So for government sector, some of the examples are like this. The questions given to the model were of this sort. So while preparing the data, we had to select some format which was available, which is the model can understand. So we had used the SQUAD 2.0 model, which was Stanford question answering data set. So it's a reading comprehension data set. So the format for SQUAD, as you can see in the slide, is you have a title for the article, then you have a passage. After the passage, there is a question defined in it, and then you give the answer. And from the passage where the answer starts, that also you have to feed to the machine, to the model in your data. So the answer to every question is a segment of text from the corresponding reading passages. And for a Square 2.0 to work well, the system must not only give all the answers to the questions which are there in the text, but it should refrain from giving the answers which are not in the text passage. Suppose we are dealing with the law department document, but suddenly the question asked is what is the full form of HKKP? Then the system should not give that answer. So that kind we have to be taken care of in this Square 2.0 format. And we chose this format because this was the simple and very effective data format. And then how we collected the data from, we searched all the departmental websites, studied their acts, rules, notifications, frequently asked questions, their guidelines, and the notifications which the government issues from time to time, which helps the citizen in their daily activities. And another big work in data preparation is we have to label the large quantities of data. The architecture for this question answering model is something like this. You have your questions, there is a query, answer is there, and on top you can see there are a lot of documents. They are indexed, and when one question is passed, relevant documents are retrieved. There could be more than one document which pertains to that particular question. Out of the relevant documents, the passages are retrieved. There could be more than one passage that can deal with that answer. From that passage retrieval, the exact passage is retrieved and the answer is extracted. So this is how the question answering system architecture is there. And for a gathering of our data, we have used the government India websites like Ministry of Education, Agriculture, Health, and even we consider law ministry also, and around 50 plus we have used the ministries, and I have listed just few, but we have considered all of the ministries to prepare our data set. So methodology we adopted was, initially data collection was done. We studied their particular websites, and in each website we studied X. Suppose we are studying their X and rules, we take out one passage which was limited to 7 to 14 lines only, one passage. Then you generate questions from that passage and then change it to a JSON format. JSON format is a computer readable format which has key value pairs in it, and then change it to the Square 2.0 format, that JSON file. Because you cannot give it in any format like plain writing the text, you cannot do that. So we had to convert those questions to the JSON format. At the end of the phase 1, we were ready with around 8,000 plus question answer set covered with from all the ministries. And initially what we had thought was there are a lot of online tools which generate questions for you. If you give it a passage, it will generate questions for you. We were using it initially for around 10 days or so. But in the mean course of time, what we analyzed was the questions it generated was basically from what is the name, what is the full form. But that system was not generating questions with another annotations like how, when, is it so. Because when you give it to your model, the data, it should have a wide range, like with all the possible question answers. Not only with what annotation, there could be how, when, how did this happen, and the question it was generating was not making a good sense. So after 10 days of using that tool, we switched it to manual generating of questions, which was a hell lot of a tedious work. My team was consisted of 5 to 6 members. We all studied the governmental websites, generated the question and the answers, took out the passages. First you have to write in the normal notepad, then convert it into JSON format, and finally the Square 2.0 format. And we were able to generate 8,000 plus questions for our model. Then the next phase comes, where you have to define your model. You have to select your model and train it. So there is a concept of transfer learning which is used in this. Transfer learning, for a layman, they can understand like this, what happens in schools. Teachers have the knowledge, they transfer it to the students. Same way, over the net, there are a lot of models present over there which are trained on humongous data, lot of data. And you can use that model, which should be as per your requirements, and then you train it further on your specific data. Because NLP is a natural language processing thing, which is trained in the net. The models are trained with a lot of data, but for your need, you need to train it further on your data. So this is what is transfer learning. So with transfer learning, we use the model which was already trained with a data set, and we further trained it on our data set of the question answering model. So to build any model from scratch, you require a lot of storage and computing power, which may not be available with all of us. So you use the existing models and train them. So transfer learning is a machine learning method where a model developed for a task is reused as the starting point for a model on a second task. Only care has to be taken is the model which you are using it should be similar in the task as you have to do it. You cannot use any kind of model which is performing something else but you want to use it for your purpose. You cannot do that. So transfer learning is you don't start from scratch. You use existing and then train it further. So which model we use to make a Q&A tool? In the machine learning, when you are using a model, there is a sequence to sequence learning. That is, there are encoders and decoders in the model. Encoder takes your input, processes it, and the decoder finally gives the output. So there are hidden layers in between this. I will not take much time in this. So there is a concept of transformers in the models. Transformers are basically encoders and decoders. You have multiple layers of encoders and the decoder. Suppose you are giving it the transformer sentence in some other language, French. So it will decode that output like I am a student. So transformers are basically which help the ANN, artificial neural networks, to perform better, faster, and with more efficient manner. So this is the architecture of transformer just shown over here. So the model which we used was Robota. It's a bidirectional model. Bidirectional means it can read from both the sides, starting and end of a sentence. It can read from both the directions, and it was trained on longer sequences of batch sizes. So Robota model, we tested lot of models on the net. There are platforms from where you can get them, and we chose Robota model because that was more suited to our needs and it was performing better. So there is a Hugging Face, is an open source platform available over the net which provides the machine learning technologies. So in this Hugging Face, which was launched in 2016, various models are prepared by the community and they are available to be used. So it's a platform where AI based technologies can be used. Anybody can access this and can use the models present over there. What happens once you choose the model? You have to define the hyperparameters. Hyperparameters are something like you train your model with giving different parameters. There are a lot of parameters. I have mentioned over few which were the most important ones. Maximum sequence length, the target length for the use. Then learning rate, at what speed the system will learn. Then there is a batch size, like how many times the training of the model will happen, how many iterations. And then there is the epoch size, which is how many such trainings will happen. Suppose the training batch size you give in the multiple of 2. Suppose the training batch size is 2 and epochs is 8. That means 2 times the training set will run, but 8 number of times each training set will run. And then how you define the epochs? You can go up to 32, 64, but it is restricted by your GPU. How much space you have available, that determines how many epochs you can run. So that was a limitation for us, okay, how many till how much you can go. So we were given NVIDIA platform where they have high-end accelerators, GPU accelerators they have. So in collaboration with NVIDIA, NIC Delhi, our headquarters, they teamed up and they gave their space, GPU space, to all the NIC offices in all over across the country who were participating in this, which facilitated us to generate our model. Because they have space available with them, you need the GPUs to run your models. So methodology we used for training our model was data from all the ministries. We have 8,000 plus data. We split the data into 3 parts: training data, test data and validation data. Once you train your model with your data and then you test it and then you validate the data, and then we use the NVIDIA GPU remote processing platform to run those NLP tasks faster. So this is the complete project architecture. You have the documents, you have the passage, in between you have your model which predicts your answers, which aggregates it and then gives you the final prediction. The evaluation of all of the model was done on 2 parameters, exact match and the F1 score. What is exact matches? For each question answer pair, if the character of the model's prediction exactly match the characters of the true answer. What this implies is, suppose you are given a test set by the organizers and your system generates one answer and they already have the answer. If all the words match as it is, then it's an exact match for your model. And F1 score is the number of shared words between the prediction and the truth. So based on these 2 scores, the models were given the ratings. If you have good exact match in F1 score, that means your model is ready to be used. This is the overall picture of our NLP AI platform. Model could be used from Hugging Face or from the NVIDIA NeMo platform. Then once you define your model, train it, evaluate it, and then you have to export it to the Triton server, which is in the NVIDIA GPU center. This is basically, I have shown 2-3 slides of the codes we have written. The first one shows how much time our model takes to process one question, that is in milliseconds. The programming is done in Python using the Jupyter notebook. Usually the AI coding is done in Python language only, and we have used Jupyter notebook to write the code. This is particular example of the question set we were given by the organizers, and the answers were generated by our model. You can see there are 1 or 2 answers which the model could not give the answer. So a good model is someone which does not give an answer if it is not there in the passage. And once you run your code in the model, the output is something like this. It gives you below you can see smaller text is there. That gives you how much was the exact match, what is the F1 score. So this is how it runs on the GPU. So basically through this model, what was the learning was collection of data, then preparing it in the square format. Architecture of transformers were studied, and then different models were studied, BERT, Robota, XML, and usage of the NVIDIA NeMo was done, and the importance of pre-trained models and transfer learning concept was learned. And I would like to inform all present over here, like our Sikkim model was selected, stood 5th in rank hackathon was over. We were ranked 5th among all India models, and this complete exercise was like, it took us till October. From March till October, all the different phases were covered, and data collection was a huge part in that. And then further training your models was another big exercise. So this is all about a hackathon. And secondly, we were told to talk about that text to speech conversion. So basically it is not any big thing. When you open your system, you open any notepad or Word document, if you press the Windows icon is there on the keyboard, and together with the H key, that Windows icon and H, it will open a window which says listening. There has to be a mic. Prerequisite is mic should be there in the system, and it shows listening. So once that listening icon is gone, then you can say whatever you want to say and it types for you. So this is nothing like, it's not a big thing.
So we use the Linux Ubuntu platform.
Okay.
So if you can tell us or give us some tips how to use this speech to text in Linux version also, so that we could use it.
I'll have to get back to you, because Linux I'm not sure. But because for Windows it's pretty easy. Even the latest Word option, they all provide it. But for Linux and Ubuntu, I'll have to get back to you, because I'm not working with Linux as of now. So we'll get back to you once we inquire about it. Because if it was mentioned over there specifically Linux, we would have come prepared for Linux thing. I'm so sorry.
No, also the question that I raised earlier regarding that particular NIC developed tool, which is in that translation module itself.
Okay.
There is one particular, it is e-secretary or something. So there, what happened was, when I tried to use it, they told me register. And if I want to register, it doesn't allow me to register. So
Yeah, and as sir told, there could be some firewall issues with that. So we'll get back to the AI tool team, and they will guide us how it can be used by the law department as such. So they'll help us. So we'll get back to you once we inquire from our head office, the development team. Because unless we use it, we cannot simply tell how to use it. So, any questions, any further on the AI hackathon? Thank you so much.
Actually, I am not the real expert on this subject, but I would like to thank our Director sir and our current Honorable Chief Justice for giving me opportunity to share my few experience on this subject. So let me start. Here in this program, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 international online services and other Indian online services are mentioned here. Apart from this, nowadays we have all know that so many online services are available here. It is not mentioned here, for example, legal, CDJ journal, now JT online is also coming. There are lots of online services, but the thing is that almost they are same for purpose of same purpose, but we have to select the appropriate one which is cheapest and we can use properly. I mean user friendly. So it is I think Monopata has started earlier. In our High Court also in 2011 we have started using Monopata. Earlier we are using Supreme Court Diary Digest and other digest books by manually when one of honorable judges asks to find a case in a particular subject or either in a one of the section of either it may be IPC, CIPC. On that purpose, at the time we are not using this online service. At the time, very difficult situation was there. So we simply use digest and some commentary books. Now it is very simple. In a single click, we can find lots of judgments. If we want international, we can find it from here, and Honorable Supreme Court we can find easily. So I would like to where is that my I don't like to go through my written presentation. That is part of theoretical. That will be a little bit boring. So please come to the practical one. Please, I would like to request all the participants kindly peruse this at once, and our director sir will share to those who participate in remote area due to this present situation. So please go through at once for some basic ideas. What are the coverage? What can be seen, find out from there. I have collected few materials and summarized it. So let me start one. From international part, N online is available at 13,000 per annum if we subscribe through SEC online. Our all London judicial officers are subscribing platinum edition. That in that package, foreign and international databases are not available. In our High Court, honorable judges are subscribing Platinum Plus. In that Platinum Plus, foreign and international matters are available. And in our library, Platinum Plus and online. So in online is subscribed through SEC online by paying extra 13,000 per annum. So I would like to show in online. Find lots of articles, all judgments, case laws, many UK, English, US. So if we want to search an article or a judgment, we can it shows here search for a term, title, author, or citation. From here, we simple just like Google search, we can search from here. So and if we click here, we can see the English reports. Under the case law database, browse databases by category. Case law, we click case law, then English reports, and under English reports full. Here we can see, here is mentioned from 1220 to 1867. So prior 1867 materials, any article, any judgments can be available from here. So far as our Sikkim is concerned, or sometimes we need international materials. Otherwise, we are using almost even articles or judgment of Honorable Supreme Court, and our Indian materials are also easily available. So we can use. So I would like to suggest one. If instead of subscribing by all judicial officers, if we subscribe one license for the library of each district, that will be better. There will be set for in terms of money also. In every district, there should be one full-fledged subscription of SEC online, including this one in online, and one part. If we have these two, then there will be enough for us. So here I would like to give one example. Suppose we want to search one article wherein the term how far is too far. Suppose if we want to find that phrase in an article, so please put that phrase within double inverted comma. Or is too far. It's just like an program. Suppose you put like this and just simple fill here. Still, I'm not so much use of this because till today no one is asking to find to do this, some research on this environment. That is the difficulty. So 179 results are here. Here suppose number one is that developing the common law. How far is too far? Comments, critics, comments, and the Melbourne University Law Review. In this journal, one article is available. So if we want to see this particular document, which just simple, just click here, then we will. So yeah, like this. The title of the article is here. So we can use this. And for example, another. Suppose we want to search one case. Lecture. Versus variance. So here just search for author, title, citation, catalog. If we select title, so if we want these words in an article title, so at that time we should select this title. Now we want only case, despite we need not to select anyone, just click here. I think case will be available. Here, number one. English reports, full reprint, volume 159, Fletcher versus Rylance case. So this is how in online we can search the international databases. Actually, I would like to focus on this mainly in Manupatra and in SEC online. So this is all about hand online. Actually, I am not also so much not having much experience on this because I am not using also. So now let's come to Manupatra. Next is Manusha. This is, we can search everything from here, but that will take some long time. So we need, suppose here we can search any judgment by title or by judge name, whatever we want. We just, it is simple, just Google search. So for example, we can search first one of the Supreme Court judgments. This is the number. Yes. We don't know it is respondent or petitioner. So just click typing one name of one party and we know this is of Honorable Supreme Court. So in the left side here TOC, table of contents. So here if we select this Supreme Court, then here click here, search. If we do not select this Supreme Court, then all the High Court judgments, including Supreme Court judgments, will show here in the results. Where in one High Court judgment, if this Jagdamba case is referred or relied, that will also show. So, if we select this Supreme Court, then we are notice here in channel number 1, Jagdamba Oil Mills is this side. So here, if we open this, want to open this judgment, we can click here also title, in the title also. If we click here, then we will be very difficult to come back in this search details. So please open from this, open document in new window from this red box. And here I would like to mention one thing. One of the main problem is whether a particular judgment is whether overruled or not. So if this judgment is overruled by another some constitution bench or higher bench, one quarter will show here one red flag. If we see that red color, we must know that this judgment is overruled by another judgment. If we click on that red button, then in which judgment this is overruled, we will be able to see. So if we want to open this judgment, simply click here and we can peruse it. And here one option is also here. In which judgments these cases has been relied, discharged, or they also can be seen from here in mention. In 1 and 2, you can see like this. After manual search, legal search. In legal search, here first is advanced search, second is X search, rules, direct text search, GST. Now in advanced search, we can search here so many options by judge, name of the judge, by case note, by subject, by sub-subject, category, disposition. So here what could be the right example? Suppose there is case note, subject. Suppose please then here we need to select section, schedule, rules, order, article. So if we select section, and so for example section 6, I put section 6, and here in the table of contents I would like to search one judgment on whether there is any judgment on section 6 of Hindu Succession Act of Sikkim High Court. So here in the left side, in table of contents, we expand this High Court portion and select here Sikkim. Then we can start search. Here, two judgments are showing on section 6 of Hindu Succession Act. I think this is the latest one. This is how I search. From District and Sessions Court gauging Junior Driver had made an inquiry. Sir, kindly search one recent judgment of section 6 of Hindu Succession. So I search like this and immediately inform him. This is regarding SLP. This is the what we like form, like this is the SLP. Red one is SLP disposed, and green symbol of the same figure will show SLP is better. So we can have a lot of information from here also. So I don't know, section 6 will be here. Here in para 8 mentioned here. Section 6 into section 8. Then come to next is excerpts. In excerpts, here only we need to type 3 characters. For example, and the name of the egg which starts with ing can be selected from here. Suppose Indian IPC. Or anything we can select from here. Indian country code. Then here we don't need to type here nothing, but just select here what should be, what is our requirement, either whether it is section or schedule or rule or part or any other. So in this case, suppose section is new, then what is section? Section 5. Then starts. Section 5 of Indian country code will display here. So here we can see the entries of that section, particular section, and as well as judgment of on that section. So here in the bottom we can refine by those judgments by selecting a particular court. Suppose if we went one Supreme Court judgment, then Supreme Court can be selected here, or any other, even whether is there any cases or we select this Sikkim. Here is great. Lots of cases are available for Sikkim also. We can search like this, and then next comes to rule search. Suppose CPC. Central Civil Services League Rules 1972. Here rule, of course, rule number 10, we want to see rule number 10. Is we have done in excerpts. Now this will open, and here same in excerpts, in rule search also same procedure will be followed. Here also, here only one case is given. This is yours. No cases is given here. If there are cases, then as well as shown in excerpts, there will be shown here in the bottom. Then regarding this direct taxes, for example, income tax at 1961 is direct tax. So we can see everything, and for GST also. So this is legal steps. Next, citation steps. This is very simple. We can use this as a reference for reference of abbreviation of different journals available in India as well as international documents. In Manupatra, here in left side, international databases are given here. In Manupatra is providing what international material in one subscription without increasing any additional amount. In SJA online, they are providing with additional amount. There are 3 packages: Platinum, Platinum Plus, then Platinum Plus, plus in online. 3 categories are there in SJA online. But in Manupatra, in earlier we are subscribing in 5,000 only for submitted judiciary package for judicial officers. Now it is to I think 8,000 something. So in Manupatra everything is available, and in the SJA online some restriction is given for I think they are for business purpose. so here if we want to search AIR Supreme Court, it is very simple. We select the AIR Supreme Court year, suppose 2002. Bottom air is not required to put bottom page number. Suppose only one, then automatically here in the top publisher AIR Supreme Court is selected. That's why in court Supreme Court is shown here. So just click here. If we know citation, then it will be very easy to search here. So Robert Brown, we can open here. For looking whether a particular case is overruled or not, we need to know the name of the party. By citation search, we can understand. We can not able to understand whether it is overruled or not. So if we know this citation, and please remember this, note this name of the case, and go back to the publishers and find by this case by putting this party name, where we can see whether this case is overruled or not. So this is how citation is very simple. So any citation can be searched from here by selecting here, and it is on the right side, neutral citation is given. Now it is Honorable Supreme Court has directed to all high courts also to assign the neutral citation to all judgments. So we can search by neutral citation also. Here regarding Supreme Court, Inter 2023. Earlier it is not here. This is recently provided. Just for example, this came and search. It is here. INSC abbreviation. This is, I think, Indian Supreme Court. So if we know Indian neutral citation, where we can search also from here. I think it is not given in SJA online right now. Next is here one provision is here, notification in legal search. Sometimes we need to know whether a particular central act has been enforced, extended, or something. So here we can search Simple put Sikkim. Whether it is there any notification on Special Marriage Act, whether it is extended enforced in Sikkim. Here, in number 1, appointment date is given, and number 2, extension of the Special Marriage Act. So from here we can search like this. If we want to see that particular notification is open. Here, in the right side, this is the Manupatara version. Information is given here in their own way. If we want to see the exact gazette copy, we can click here. 29 plus 6, 35. We can easily access this notification from here. This type of question is frequently come to the library. Then this is the first one is for enforcement. Then number 2 is extension. So this is how we can search. Then this assisted search. This is suppose we want to search Boolean search. Suppose what should be the exact what? Actually, these two terms stand always together, so no need to add this. And so sometimes, if we want to search two terms, which is available in that document, that exists very near to one another, at that time we can use this Boolean search. So, instead of doing searching here, we can simply search in here also, Manu search. So this is assisted results is of whatever we have searched, done in research in Manupata will show in results also. Here history provisions also given here. Search history will be available. In document we can make here my same document, my notepad, lots of facilities are available here. Now please come to this left side, table of contents. Earlier I have selected expand this high court for selecting a particular high court. Here tribunals and commissions. Here so many tribunals are listed here. So if we want to search a particular order or judgment of a particular tribunal or commissions, we can select from here. If we know some, suppose every tribunal maybe for Delhi or Delhi District Consumer Forum, everything will be available from here. By expanding, suppose if we expand this, more will be clear. We can select each and every state. Here, if here showing plus sign means there is something more. So please try to expand and go to the specific area, whatever we want on that subject. For mainly for BLX, it is very useful. They have uploaded all the amended one. Suppose we purchase different companies bearer today. Then after 2-3 months, there may be some amendment. So at that time, our physical book copies are outdated. So mainly for judicial officers, please kindly go use this provision either in Manupatra or SCC online. That will be very useful for bearers. Whether it is amended, a particular section is amended or not. Please check just once before writing some judgment or process. So this is all about Manupatra. Here from we can avail lots of materials. Next is I think for Manupatra it is very not enough but little covered. This is in SCC online, word search is just Google search. So I don't like to go to here. If we know name of the party, we can search here, or any topic, any phrase can be searched from here. Find case law by section. It is same as X search in Manupatra. For example, here find section or by like section. We don't need to type sections. Title of the central act should be the type, and from the results we can select the particular section. Suppose control and direction. If we select this section 5 and click on go, then cases will be here. In the left side, if we want to look first digest notes, we can click here to see all the digest notes. And if we want only judgments, please click here. Only one judgment is made.
Sir, I have one question.
So,
In this judgment, when you open, is it possible to copy some of the text so that we could paste it?
yes. In SCC online we can copy it. Suppose if this is SCC judgment, so we can have true print of this. Open here. All in High Court.
Only some text. For example, if you need paragraph 2, I want to copy this paragraph 2 and paste it in my.
So there is provision, sir. All the private secretaries in our High Court are using that provision. Of course, for that purpose we need to open first. It is not open. It is not due, right? For copy purpose. By clicking here, for that purpose, suppose this para 2. we need to select and smart copy. Wherever is coming here. It is very useful for mainly for private secretaries and judgment writers. Nowadays, online these service providers are giving lots of services for the benefit of their clients. So this is how we can use lots of. So for SJA online, mainly this true print facility is very useful. So whatever in SJA online, SJA book, we can print from here also. My citation is same. In just like Mazda, we should select from here any citation. This is also highlight abbreviation of all the leading law journals. So we can search from here. So I don't like to show the section is very simple. Then next feature is find by party name. Here we must know, if we know name of the case, then it requires what is the name of the court. Suppose whether this case is from Sikkim High Court, Allahabad, MP. So here if we want to search a case by party name, we need to know name of the court also. So here suppose, for example, we take one example from Sikkim High Court. Any case, suppose I think one famous case, one was full court bench of our High Court, student right. We can find like this. Here, instead of Sikkim versus student right, so many. But which one is? Which one is the triple bench? One by one we can open and select. Here equivalent citation is also given here. So we can double click it on a particular result, the judgment will come, or we can simple select, suppose Sikkim High Court, student right. Then suppose we select this one and we can click this K Avenue, CJ and Minaximai and Vaskarafa. This one is triple bench judgment. So we can search like this. Party name, find by topic, any topic. Please suggest any one topic so that we can try.
I have used this in study. In my book, there was a government and he was terminated by the government, claiming that he took part. He went to the court. Then the court gave a judgment. The court gave a judgment that his service was reinstalled by the court, stating that whatever he did was part of the citizen's right, and he has not violated any of the government rules. So can you search if you get that?
For that purpose, sir, we need to go to this simple search word. First, we have to pick some search text. So whether it is we need to search under service rule.
Government employee expelled by Manipur government. That is one. Name is not there.
So if we know the particular service rule of that government, that state, then we can search through that rules also. And simply only little bit history is available. So we can try in this Google search provision. So what should we add is
Expel.
there must be some service also. So Manipur government service. Suppose here Manipur Civil Services, here something is saying government and private, Manipur Government Service Federation. So service, method of recruitment and something like that we can try it. Method. Or simply there must be some discipline and appeal rule also. So government service, discipline and appeal rules. Here we need only judgment of Manipur High Court. So in that case, please expand this and again expand High Courts. So uncheck all this, because if we check this, results will be so vast. So here we can select only Manipur High Court. Here results are showing judgments related to service rule passed by Honorable Manipur High Court. From here, again in this results is showing 33 results. So from these 33 results, we can again refine some more also here by doing search within search results. So we need to think what should be the narrowest area point or any term which can be put here, and our result will be beneficial. So search engine is here, sir. Everything is available. Suppose on these online service providers input all the materials in one box, sir. Then they have Google, normal Google, sir. Maybe available, sir. But sometimes Google also have a lot of money. If somebody upload their judgment or their material, we can available in Google also. This is a particular online subscription that we have. If we don't have this service, then we need to search in Google also. But Google can find only when somebody uploaded or written. Google cannot collect from this section. That is a restriction of. That is how they are earning their company's money. So this is how we can search. But search engine is very good, sir, in all online service providers. Our main thing is we have to decide what should be the exact term, exact phrase we have to put for that research. That depends on us.
Otherwise, also it is not very difficult to go through these 33 pages.
This is how we done research, sir. Sometimes topic given to us cannot be find exactly match with that exact phrase or exact sentence, but somewhat similar meaning can be available. So we try to control drops of new pronunciation. I think I left one. Next is 49, find by topic or words and phrases. Here it is also similar. Or we can search others. We here also same as search provision, just like in word search. So another is browse curated topics. Here by selecting one subject, we can search in service rules. Here we don't need to type anything. Yes, close. Yeah, there will be stop. Here, under present related present media, here we can expand. Then recovery. For example, armed forces, Ministry of Defense, armed forces. Suppose we select this, all the information regarding these rules will be available here. So this is browse by curated topics. Browse by reports also. Here AR civil cases, we expand this on in 2023 AR civil cases, which are the AR civil cases reported starting from page 8. Any one we can say. If we know the citation, we can browse that judgment from here also, instead of going to particular citation chart. Here lots of provisions are available.
This is paid one.
Paid. Browse judgment by court and tribunals. Suppose recently, Honorable Supreme Court had passed one judgment. So if you want to see that particular judgment, but we don't know name of the parties, no citation, nothing. But we want to see, this is October, last September's judgment. We can search like this by expanding this provision. This is October, it will only three. What is name will be. This is how we can go to the recent judgment. We can check the recent judgment of any high court, monthly, date wise. If we expand this June, on what date Honorable Supreme Court had passed judgment. From 2nd June, 3rd June, 5th June, this is the date. From this date, we can see that particular judgment. I think most of the judicial officers are aware of this SEC online.
Which one is the government side?
No, nothing here. All the online services given here is private. I think government is not developing such type of
So now it's starting, but the private parties have already applied.
yes, sir.
And they are collecting money.
They are advanced, so they are earning money, a lot of money, and they are providing services to a lot of people also. This is how SSC online all about. But I would like to show just one air online. Here in the program schedule, here given air, SC and High Court, air, criminal laws are there. These two are, I think, not a separate online service. These two are available in air online. Publisher is on their reporter, Private Limited, Nagpur. So air online, just I would like to. AI online home page will be showing like this. So here we need to put
Now the concept of library has changed.
totally.
Students are like, you need log into all the
But
resources.
in area like Sikkim, physical book also is also required. Sometimes judges need urgently one topic, but internet connection is not available. So in that case, if we don't have books like Supreme Court Hearing Digest and community books, then
Books are cut off date by
minimum, but we should prefer minimum quantity of minimum number of copies of books. At least one copy should. So this is online. Here also this free texts. This is just like in Manupatra or Manu search in word search of SJA online. Here we can search everything. But this online is very young. So far I practiced almost 2-3 months, more than 2-3 months, almost 1 year. Here they are showing some provisions, but they are not fully developed that provisions. So it is in developing stage. So here we can find one provision that is available in SJA online, that true print facility is available. So in AR, suppose 19, here is I think 1940, publication of AR book is started. So all 1914, 1925, 1930 PC books are not in a position to handle it, and so decomposed situation. So if we use this AR online, we can use very comfortably. True print also available. So here in specific search, citation search is available. Nominal means by party name, everything judgment day, bench. Suppose sometimes here I think I have tried a lot of research on this topic, but this is not working. For example, our Genesis is asking for some judgment of his lordship judgment. So I tried justice. Search. Showing like this. Nothing is. I talk to the companies also. They are developing it. So please wait for some time. So it is here. Suppose one citation is, let me try one citation. Here we need to publication name. Here we need to select, suppose AIR. Here one topic is in criminal law journal also, so we can select criminal law journal. Year 2023. We need to select full report. Full report. Only if we want only lot of cases, we can select this. Full report. Then page number. Suppose if we confuse page number, suppose someone give me citation of 2023 criminal law journal, page number is 70. Sometimes judges also make mistake by in writing citation. So judges give me page number 70. So we can easily know that page number 17 is not, page number 17 is there in book, but the cases is not started on that page. So it may be page 80.
So we can select like this and judgment will open. Here also full judgment. So lots of facilities are there. We can bookmark, topic, business cases. So this is the judgment. Suppose open. For print option, normal print can be print from here. And if we want to print, this air print will work. If we click here, the true print of judgment will be downloaded. Here we can download. This is criminal environment as it is printed in the book.